The COVID shadow over polls as country witnesses sharp spike in Omicron cases. 5 states prepare to go to polls next year. The Election Commission top brass is conducting a meeting with Union Health Secretary over growing Omicron concerns amidst upcoming polls. Health Secretary Rajesh Bhushan has reached Election Commission office a while back. Commission will take stock of the situation and emergence of Omicron. The Commission may also seek suggestions on improving protocols for poll campaigning, polling days and the dates of counting. Poll panel is expected to announce election dates next month. Chief Election Commissioner is scheduled to visit UP to take stock of the situation. This after Allahabad High Court urged the government to consider postponing UP Assembly elections, banning all political rallies amidst the fears of an impending third wave of COVID-19. Shreya Chatterjee is now joining us for the latest. Shreya, the Allahabad High Court has really made it clear that they suggest the postponing of UP polls amidst the threat of Omicron variant looming large, also because there will be a lot of political rallies. When is the final decision going to come in?
Well, absolutely. You know, the crucial meeting that is currently under its way here at the Election Commission, where the Union Health Secretary Rajesh Bhushan is meeting the Election Commission officials to decide and deliberate upon the COVID protocols that will have to be put in place, keeping in mind the upcoming elections. Elections are there in 5 states across the country, and whether or not that needs to be postponed is probably one of the other discussions that's currently on the table, because last Thursday we saw the Allahabad High Court say that probably keeping in mind the current spike in Omicron cases in the country, the polls should be postponed, as well as they've said that the rallies as well as road shows should be completely stopped. So that is the discussion that we see probably going on inside the Election Commission, where the Union Health Secretary is keeping the Election Commission officials updated about the COVID situation, and probably once the meeting ends, we'll get some more clarity on the probable protocols that will be put in place, whether or not the election will be postponed, whether or not there will be a ban on rallies or something like that. We will be getting a clear understanding on this a short while from now, but definitely that's the deliberation that is going on inside the Election Commission right now.
Leave it at that. Thanks much for joining us with the details. The threat of Omicron and holiday season has prompted states to impose stricter curbs. Now, Delhi has recorded highest number of Omicron cases till date. The tally stands at 142. It also becomes the latest state to reintroduce night curfew in the wake of surge in COVID cases. The night curfew would be applicable from 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. starting today. On Sunday, Delhi reported 290 fresh coronavirus cases and had 1 fatality, while the positivity rate rose to 0.55%. Night curfews have also been imposed by neighbouring states of UP and Haryana. Maharashtra has reported 31 cases, single highest detections in a day, taking tally to 141. State earlier issued fresh COVID guidelines, including strict night curfew from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. All the New Year Eve parties have been banned in the city of Mumbai. New surge has also dulled the wedding season. Governments put a cap of 100 for indoor weddings and 200 for outdoor weddings. New guidelines have restricted capacity of gyms, spas, hotels, theatres, cinema halls to 50%. The country's Omicron count stands at 578.
Scary images of massive crowding in Kolkata amid alarming Omicron transmission. Despite curbs announced by several states, crowds of revelers refused to fall in line. From Kolkata to Shimla to Delhi's crowded markets, maskless crowds breaching COVID safety. The scenes are disturbingly similar. Bombay government in Karnataka has imposed a night curfew across the state from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. starting December 28th. Banned mass public gatherings and celebrations, only 50% seating allowed in pubs and restaurants. Neighbouring Tamil Nadu has made 7-day quarantine mandatory for foreign passengers coming from at-risk countries.
For the year 2021, New Year celebrations in the state of Tamil Nadu was completely banned. However, for 2022, there are certain restrictions that has been provided. The first and foremost thing is that no public gathering will be allowed at coastal zones. The state is also encouraging and concentrating on vaccine camps, and that's what you could see in one simple location in Chennai roads, where the people are requested to get vaccinated as soon as possible.
Night curfew also returns in Maharashtra with new guidelines. No big events allowed for Christmas or New Year celebrations. Only 50% capacity is allowed for gyms, spas, hotels, theatres and cinema halls. The government hopes that new curbs will stop Omicron transmission amid public events ahead of the New Year.
The COVID situation is serious in Mumbai and Maharashtra. Mumbai recorded more than 700 cases. Maharashtra recorded more than 1,400 cases. And this is the reason why various restrictions have been imposed in Mumbai and Maharashtra as such. Health experts maintain that the cases might rise in January and February as well. And it is very essential for the people to realize their collective responsibility and abide by COVID-appropriate behavior.
COVID curbs has been extended until December 31st in the national capital. Ban will continue on social and cultural gatherings to avoid overcrowding. Amid the surge in cases, Kolkata is witnessing blatant flouting of COVID norms and crowding.
As multiple states and cities are coming up with restrictions and night curfews, West Bengal government has completely gone away with the night curfew for the last 1 week of the festive season.
Will the festive crowds once again dent the government's Omicron preparedness? With Karthik in Bengaluru, Pramod Madhav in Chennai, Pankaj Upadhyay in Mumbai and Suryagni Roy in Kolkata, Bureau Report, India Today.